Hey folks, short little, I guess, video series here. So I'm only going to do like 4 5-minute videos, and the main reason is I've got the most recent bass recording video up. Um, well, not uploaded, but I've got it recorded. Only problem is my internet has been completely out for a couple of days now, and uploading long videos goes to the snail's pace. So I'm going to do a series of 4 short videos here. And these are all going to be around pushing. So basically what I have here, it's not working too consistently. I think that's either because of bud powering or whatever, but provided that it works, that one didn't. Might also be to do with the explosion resistance, but it's quite a shitty ratio here. There we go. So you can see that's a fully watered wall there as well. So I just wanted to talk about like the very start of it, how it works, basically what you're doing on the wall, and then I'll go into like the 3 or 4 different types of push nuking in the next set of videos. So, um, I guess what's happening here is you'll notice I have a third power. So the ratio that I'm using in this is 0 to 5.56, which is like, it's my standard forcing ratio. It's the one I'm most comfortable building forces around. And we have this or this third power here, and this is going off 1 game tick after the hammer explodes. So if you can imagine on the wall here, this is how you actually get this pushing motion. So if you can imagine on the wall here that you stack up your sand, so your hammer goes off. This is redstone tick 6. Now at redstone tick 6.5, that power there fires. Now the reason why I'm not doing it like in line with the hammer is because I want this cannon to work at 1 game tick worth of range, because then you get that 1 by 1 thing. So basically, your push will then hit the wall. So that's sort of what we're looking at. Now, in your red sand and in your normal sand, or um, in this case, it's like your red sand and your normal sand. That's because this is a push nuke. I've done push stackers as well, and they're a bit different. So that's why I'm doing like 4 separate videos for them all. In this case here, if we just want to make like a normal push and we just want to push a bit of sand behind the wall, what we actually have is we have some TNT in our one-shot sand here. So if we're just trying to push a single object through the wall, we need some TNT in the sand as well. And that is this TNT here. So this is my hammer power. I've got a bit of TNT there. It's very ratio dependent, this stuff. So in this case, it's 4. So that 4 TNT there, you will notice it goes on the same time to 1 redstone tick after the hammer. So that will go off 1 redstone tick after the hammer. On this side here, this is my push TNT. And this is also going 1 redstone tick after the hammer, but you will notice that um, it is rendered after that scatter there. So basically what's going to happen now at the wall is the hammer's going to stack, your push is going to come in, and then 1 game tick after your push TNT hits the wall, your scatter's going to explode. And that's going to open up a nice big hole in your wall here. I've got regen walls up there, but you get the idea. It opens a nice big hole in your wall there, and whatever's sitting in there, provided that you have a decent enough scatter ratio, and this is why this is so ratio dependent, will either stay still, go up, or go down. And that really depends on what you're trying to do. Additionally, it's also going to fire this TNT back. And then, of course, since this is rendered slightly later, effectively 1 game tick worth of range later, this TNT is going to explode here. You'll notice this is quite a far distance away from the wall. So what that's going to do is it's just going to give everything here just the slightest little nudge. I'm going to clear out these regen blocks very quickly as well, just so I can more accurately show it. So if we have like 1 TNT there, it's going to give everything a very slight nudge. And that will end up in a position like this, where you've got like your piece of TNT here in the wall after that explodes, and then you time it out properly, and you can get that piece of TNT to explode in the wall. That's the first case. Second case here is you can either use less scatter, So the push TNT gets shot um, less far away from the wall, so you'll end up in a position like that and that. And then at this point here, you can start actually physically shooting this TNT. When the push TNT explodes, you can physically shoot that push TNT through the wall there. And then you can use a varying amount of scatters and all of that to do whatever you want at the back here. It could be using scatters to fire it up and then across, hit that wall, and then stack on the back. And that's a push stacker. You could also use this TNT if you have like a bit of concrete here. This is like a large wall. You can use this TNT to push a piece of concrete up and forwards, and then you'll get like a piece of concrete there, or maybe there. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to push water back inside. And of course, there's other situations as well. What's this go tipping to be? There's other situations as well where you can push multiple pieces of TNT at once into the wall. And that's sort of it. That's like the basics of pushing and what it is. So I'll do a specific video for push up nuking, push up down nuking, push stacking, push concrete. So hopefully you enjoyed this little video on how push stacking actually works, and I will see you all in the next one.